I remember when the Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out. They put out like so many trailers for it. Trailer here, picture, a TV spot, commercial. I was so excited for this movie, especially coming off the first one. And I go in, I was a little disappointed by it. A lot of people were actually, but and it Andrew Garfield says the reasons Amazing Spider-Man 2 flopped is because of the interference from the studio, which removed too much of the story and left the movie a bit of a mess. He said, for me, I read the script that Alex and Bob Orsi wrote, and I genuinely loved it. There was this thread running through it. I think what happened was through the pre-production, production, and post-production, when you have something that works as a whole, then you start moving portions of it because there was even more of it than it was in the final cut, and everything was related. Once you start moving things and saying no, that doesn't work, then the thread is broken, and it's hard to go with the flow of the story. Certain people at the studio have problems with certain parts of it. And ultimately, the studio is the final say in those movies because they're the tempos. So you have to answer those people. Then he says, but I'll tell you this, talking about the experience as opposed to how it was perceived, I got to work in deep scenes that you don't usually see in comic book movies. And I got to explore this orphan boy, a lot of which was taken out and in which we explored more. It's interesting to do a post-mortem. I'm proud of a lot of it and had a good time. I was a bit taken back by the response. Sony is having a Spider-Man summit to discuss the future with the Spider-Man franchise. Two things I believe are most likely to happen. Spider-Man goes back to Marvel. Sony is not in a good state right now when it comes to money. A lot of their hardware isn't selling. They just it's $40 million, dollars, probably 70 to 80 if you include marketing on the interview movie. And I think they just maybe end up selling Spider-Man back to Marvel and make some money. And Marvel said they do get Spider-Man back, it will be a new actor in the role. Second thing that I probably think may happen, Sony rebooting Spider-Man again. I think it's possible that Sony is going to reboot the Spider-Man franchise again because this current Spider-Man franchise isn't. They don't know where they're going with it. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is such a disappointment. They don't know where they're going. Trying to do Sinister Six, a female-led superhero movie, Amazing Spider-Man 3, Venom, Carnage. They're just all over the place, and they're trying to figure out what Spider-Man. I don't think they're going to reboot it. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments, and like, subscribe.